Business as usual at the Capitol was disrupted today. Our cameras were rolling as several people got arrested at a gathering of people who are against some of Governor Cuomo's policy proposals. Among those arrested was Effective New York founder Bill Samuels. He strongly supported Cuomo in 2010, but it has now joined a growing number of Democrats who are coming out against the governor. And joining us now is our political analyst, New York Post state editor, Fred Dicker. And Fred, I understand about 20 people in all were arrested, and these were mostly liberal Democrats who apparently are sort of disappointed in the governor.
Well, we've seen these kinds of arrests before, Liz, and activists like this. They're backed by the unions that want more money spent on union-backed programs and not, say, tax cuts or property tax relief for upstaters. But all the more remarkable, though, was the fact that Bill Samuels was arrested here. Now, this is something you and I have talked about for weeks, and I've written about in the New York Post. As you noted, the growing unhappiness of a lot of Democrats with Governor Cuomo. Now, Bill Samuels is not just your run-of-the-mill Democrat. He's been a major fundraiser for the Senate Democrats for years. He has a couple of groups he's founded, and he bills himself as a reformer. And most interestingly enough, it seems to me, his father was once the official designee of the Democratic Party to run for governor in 1974, Howard Samuels, who was beaten in a primary back then by Hugh Carey. Today, Bill Samuels issued an extraordinary statement saying that he once supported Andrew Cuomo, as you noted, but now he said Andrew Cuomo should run as a Republican, not as a Democrat. He all but invited someone to primary Andrew Cuomo in the Democratic primary, and some people are interpreting his statement as an indication that Samuels himself, who's very, very rich, may be thinking of doing just that.
And just to paraphrase, I've got his statement here, and it really is quite remarkable, as you say.
It is.
He says that Andrew, quote, ignores them with diabolical delight, and he's talking about rising poverty and inequality, and he says he's desensitized to the struggles of New Yorkers. These are real fighting words.
They are, and keep in mind that we have Jay Jacobs, the former state Democratic chairman, being critical of the governor. We know the governor's fighting with Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York City, who has enormous political clout in the left wing of the Democratic Party, which is what Bill Samuels represents here. Samuels is also misrepresenting what the governor has been about. He's trying to brand the governor as someone who only cares about the wealthy because of proposals for tax cuts. Well, that's a standard left-of-center Democrat talking point. He doesn't even concede that the governor, at least in rhetoric, is saying he's trying to make this state more attractive for business and make the state more competitive with all those other states around the country that are so much more appropriate from the business point of view for locations.
And is the governor likely to come out of this on top? I mean,
well,
these
right
are
now,
tough
he's,
battles. Yeah.
Absolutely, very powerful. And Bill Samuels, there's no indication he has much of a following right now. But there is, in fact, great unhappiness with the governor amongst those Democratic activists who turn out in primaries. So it's a danger to the governor. There's no question about that. And I'm sure the Republicans are very happy about this one, or at least a lot of Republicans are.
All right, we'll see where it takes us next. Thanks,
yes.
Fred. Thanks for stepping outside the Capitol for us tonight.
A little chilly right now.
Okay, we'll let you go then. And don't forget, you can hear Fred's radio program live in the state Capitol. It's weekday mornings from 10 to 11 on Talk 1300 AM.